Shalom, shalom, shalom. God bless you, my sisters. I greet you again, and today we are in the Mama Kitchen by Victoria TV. So today I just want to show you how to cook stew and then beans with the red oil. So this is my onions that I'm gonna use for the stew and the beans, and this is the tomato, the fresh tomato and the pepper. This is the fish and the turkey, okay, and this is the beans that I'm gonna use. So today we are doing beans and stew, okay. So one thing I want to say also, you can cook your stew with whatever you want to use. You can use meat, you can use your chicken, you can use dry fish. You can even do your stew with olive fish, yeah. So whatever you want to use to make your stew is fine, okay, as long as it's what you want to do. Praise the Lord. So we're gonna start the cooking now. So first of all, I'm gonna wash my what they call tomatoes and pepper to blend, okay. So I've washed my tomato, and also I've washed the beans and also the turkey, and I've seasoned it already. So that's the way it look like. I've seasoned it with thyme, curry, all-purpose, Maggi, and a little bit of salt, yeah. So that is it. So I want to boil my turkey first, because turkey is a bit hard, so I just want to boil and get ready before I start the stew. But in the meantime, I'll still blend the tomatoes. So that is it. So I just want to boil the meat, and I already washed my beans also. So this is the pot of the beans, so I will put it on the fire now. After I wash the beans, so you put the meat in the pot first after washing it. So I will on the gas of the meat for the meat to start cooking. And for the beans, I will wait because I'm boiling water. I want to use hot water to cook it, so that it can be faster. Yeah. So I'm boiling the water. As soon as the water is ready, I'm gonna pour the water in the pot of the beans. So now I will need water also for the meat also. So now I'm gonna on the pot of the beans and pour the hot water. You put enough water, yeah. Then I'm gonna put thyme so that it can be cooking with the beans. because this type of beans is the strong one, so you need to allow it to be cooked very well. So but you can use any type of beans to cook your beans. Yeah, to cook your beans, you can use any type of beans. It can be the one that is in the white oyibo shop, I mean white people shop, or in grocery. But this one, this type of beans is you can get it in the African store, African shop. Yeah, okay. So we mix it a little bit. Excuse me. So we left it to be done to cook. Okay, we'll come back to it. So in the meantime, while my meat is on the fire and the beans, I want to be blending the tomato. So the tomato, it depends of how much tomato you want to put in your stew. Like the tomato, the fresh tomato I'm using, they are very small. So therefore I use a pack. In one pack there is 6. So I use 2 packs. So if your tomatoes, it depends of the quantity of the stew you want to make. So then also my garlic. So while my beans is boiling, I'm sorry I have to change the pot because the one I used before was a bit smaller, so I have to use a bigger pot for the beans. So while my meat and the beans is boiling, I already blend my tomato. Yeah, so we wait for the meat to blend because I have to use the stock for the tomato also. Okay, so while all that we are waiting for it, I'm gonna fry the pepper, I mean the fish. I'm gonna fry my fish. So while I'm waiting for the oil to be ready, I'm gonna chop my onions for the beans and the tomato. I'm gonna chop the onions. I need to be checking my beans now. Let's see how it's going. You can see the time is just up there. I need to bring them down. Give a good mixing. Yeah, it stays strong. It's still a bit strong, so we need to leave it a bit there. So what I'm gonna do, because this is a big pot, so I'm gonna change the big pot to the big side of the gas so that the cooking can be faster. Okay? All right. check the beans now. How far the beans going? So you can see the beans is getting soft. You can see the way it look like. You need to make sure that it's soft. So the first time, the water that you put the first time need to be a lot of water, so that it can have time to cook very well and to be soft. You see, if it turning it, you can feel that it's soft. Yeah, turning it, you can feel that it's soft. So what I'm gonna do now, I'll put all the season, pepper, you know, crayfish, whatever you want to put inside your fish, your beans, then add the oil. So I have my crayfish here, all purpose. A little bit of curry. Then I have my Maggi, the chili and the red oil and the rest of it. The color is changing. You change the color of the beans. There are some palm oil that are very red, you know. The color is very thick, but this one is not that thick, but it's okay by me. So you can see it's light. Now I want to taste it. The taste is perfect, very perfect. So you would reduce the fire a little bit, then you let it cook a little bit, and the time to time you check it so that it will not burn under. It won't burn under, okay? Perfect. So now I'm gonna check the turkey. Okay, I believe the turkey also is ready, because it will still cook in the stew, so you don't need to let it to be done too much when you are boiling it on the stone. So definitely when it goes into the stew, it will still cook there again. So I believe it's fine now. Yeah. Okay, my sister, we are back again to check the beans. So the turkey first, the turkey is ready. So that's the turkey now. It's ready. And also the fish also is ready. I fried the fish. So when you are frying your fish, don't let it to be fried too much, okay? But because it will still be cooking in the stew, so you don't need to fry it too much. So now we're gonna check the beans. I'm gonna tell you so you can see the beans now. You can see how it is. This is the result. So, and also to get this kind of result also, you need also to while you are turning the beans, and if you see that it's not really coming out smooth, because we want to make it like look like soup kind of, because it's beans, but we want to make it look like soup kind of, but thick one. So what you have to do, so you can use the spoon and begin to press it like this to make it more soft. While you are turning it, you press it to soften it. That is what I did. So it gave me this kind of result. Then I put a little bit of water, and after then you can just add a little bit of vegetable oil to get this result, because I like my beans to look this way. So like I said, everybody have different way of making their food, so I'm just giving you a clue for some people that don't know how to cook beans with red oil at all. So this is the way also. So that is it. So you can see everything is soft, so I just lower the fire to be cooking slowly, slowly to be thick. It's thick like this, yeah, not like that. So this is the beans. So the beans is done, but just cooking in in low fire. So this is the beans is done. So I have my pot here now on the fire. I have my pot on the gas. So now it's dry. This side is dry, so I'm gonna put the oil. I'll put everything. Leave a little bit. Okay. So while the pot is heating up with the oil, with a little bit. So while it's heating up, I'm gonna bring out the turkey out of the pot, because I need the stock of the turkey. We want to check now the tomato, how it looks like now. So we have allowed the tomato to be boiling for some times now. So you can see it's getting thicker. So what I will do now, I'm gonna put all the seasoning inside. Yeah, I mean the meat. I'm gonna drop the meat. So now we want to see how our stew and the beans look like when it's ready. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the color. Look at the color. Look at the way it look like. See, that's the stew. You see, it's thick underneath is thick. You can see this. You can see this. Very thick, and the color came out red, just like the way I like it. Just like that way, and then a little bit of oil on the surface. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. I like that. I don't know about it. This is yummy, yummy. You can see the way it look like. Thick, yeah. I don't like my stew to be watery, you know. So I like it to be thick, not as thick, but just moderate, just the way it's supposed to look like. So you can eat that with your rice, with your white rice, you know, and if you have a little bit of salad, you can join the salad on it. And also if you want to eat also with the beans, you can eat it with the beans. And if you are a type of person that like to eat, you know, and flour like pounded yam and all those kind of, you know, fufu and things like that, if you have your okra or your vegetable, that goes. So that's the way I always make my stew. And also I want to show you the beans, how also the beans look like. Wow, beautiful, exactly the way I like it. Can you see? Yeah, this is lovely. Now look at the way it comes out. Beautiful, beautiful. You see? Beautiful. Yes. soft and thick, not too thick, you know, so very perfect. You can also eat that with your rice, with your white rice, a little bit of that, a little bit of beans, stew, and your rice. If you have a boiling egg, you can also add on it. And also the beans, you can also eat. You can also eat the beans. Oh wow, another important ingredient that you can eat also with plantain. Yeah, if you have a fried plantain called dodo, beautiful, beautiful. And there is something I like to, there's a way I like to eat also my beans. I used to wet gari, you know, I'll wet it a little bit, I'll wet the gari a little bit, then what do you call, I will now put the beans on top of it. Oh my god, it's beautiful, lovely. So I learned how to eat that right from Ivory Coast, so I can never forget that. So you can eat it with beans, you can also eat it with bread. Yeah, you can serve your beans and also take your bread and eat it with it. So I hope I have helped someone. So like I said, this is Mama Kitchen by Victoria TV, and this is beans and stew and rice. God bless you. Ciao, bye, shalom.